Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Notary Educators with Kimmi. How's it going? Welcome. Well, hey guys, I am Kimmi. For those of you who do not know, #1 notary educator, where I make sure you know what to do when you are out there stamping those papers. And I also help you to grow a business. And you have to work with me, but we can get it done. I bring you all the training that I know and help you to grow that business. So, welcome to those who will watch the replay. Those who will listen to the podcast. As always, we got to let YouTube do its thing. Lisa, what's up? What's up, Lisa? Lisa, you not working today? No school, no nothing? Thanks for hanging out with me, though. I appreciate it. I am going live here. We got a lot of people out here. Hey, Melissa, let's go back. Good and home. How are you? And welcome to the program. Hey, Karen. Tamala, how's it going? Melissa, how are you? Good to see everybody. Welcome. On a Saturday night, I'm going to go watch me a couple shows later on. But right now, I'm like, we got to talk about some notary stuff. I got some stuff to talk about. So I'm going to just throw this thumbnail on here right quick. How are you all? What's going on where you are? How's the weather? Y'all doing okay? Anybody still stuck or trapped? We know our poor people out in Cali still suffering. And even locally, I don't know if everybody has their lights and stuff back on, you know. I pray that they do. We didn't really have too much happen this time other than, you know, just being at home. But again, I didn't mind my little break this time. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see what happened. Lisa says, just finished earlier. I was off and they needed help and no class. Oh, cool. And Good and Services said adding pricing in the topic for tonight. You want to talk a little bit about pricing? Is that what you're saying? Melissa says it's still snow everywhere in Savannah. Been off all week. Oh my God, y'all still got a lot of snow? So we don't have a lot. But we do have some. And Good and Home, aren't you my person in Cali? Because you know we got the whole pricing course in the mentorship program. So let's talk a little bit. Then I got a couple little surprises for you. Well, at least one surprise. I'm trying something out. Just one surprise. So let's get into it. So tonight I'm talking about 5 duties. Oh, check out that pricing course. That's going to answer all your questions. But if you want to ask something here, though, I don't mind. But the pricing course for real is really great. I know it is because I wrote it. All right. But you can see whatever specific question you have right here, okay, while we're live. It might help somebody else. So let's get right into it. So 5 duties of every notary, okay? You may think, Kimmi, why we got to go over that? I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to stamp and sign a paper. Well, it's a little bit more to it than that, and we're going to get into the 5 things that every notary should be doing. And I know for a fact that we all are not doing some of these things, okay? So we're going to get right into it. The first one is verify the identity. And you may say, that's a given, Kim. I know I need to do that. Why are you even saying it? Because a lot of people are not identifying their client, or they're identifying them incorrectly. Okay, you need to check with your state and see if you can take a driver's license on a telephone. It's a lot of that going on. People are trying to give you their ID via telephone. I forgot my ID or I lost it. No. If your state does not accept IDs electronically, you probably should not be doing that, okay? Have I ever did it? Yes, I have, in full transparency, but I look at the whole situation. So sometimes you can learn to read the room because you don't know. I've been in banking. I have a big background in that kind of stuff. So I know a lot about a lot of stuff. But for the average person, you don't know if it's fraudulent. So you want to make sure that you are actually identifying your client, okay? Making sure the person that's signing that document is who they say they are. Because sometimes people will put on extra clothes and try to hide who they are and sign on behalf of someone else. It's some crazy stuff happening out there, you know? So you really want to make sure you take time to identify your client with current ID. Now, if your state says you can use expired, go for it, okay? Now, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to tell you something, and then I'll tell you again. I'm running a special today, and I think it's something I'm going to be implementing. I was watching Shark Tank the other day, and it's something that I learned. I think I said, I'm going to try that. So this is it. Listen, because it's only 5. I am giving away 5 Notarize Like a Pro, where you learn how to do acknowledgments, direct, administer an oath, which I'm getting ready to talk about in a moment. But it's only 5 specials today. 5. They are on sale for $29.99 for the first 5 people, and that's it. Seriously. The coupon code is going to be LIVE, L-I-V-E. L-I-V-E. $29.99. So if you need to take a second and go read the description over at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com, go over there and read it. Okay? So it's only 5 specials. Now, if you don't buy it right now, it's okay. If you catch this live later, you're listening to the replay, and you can catch it for $29.99, you've been blessed. I will leave the coupon code there. It's only good for 5 people to have it. And that is the online course. It is included in the mentorship. So because some people say, well, Kimmi, I don't want to be in mentorship. And I've heard you. And that's okay. The majority want to be in mentorship. There are a few of you that rather own the course and just take your time and do whatever you want to do. And that's fine too. So for 5 people, only 5, I'm writing it down. 5 people, $29.99, Notarize Like a Pro is on sale today. And after those 5 are gone, please do not email me because the computer already knows which, 5 people will be able to get it. And you own that course. Okay, you own it. It is, again, part of mentorship, but some people just, want the course. And I understand that. So for 5 people today, it's only $29.99. I'll come back and say it again later. Coupon code is LIVE, L-I-V-E. And that's over at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Now let's get back to our 5 notarial duties. We'll say hi to a couple more people. Let's see. Hey, the Anthony Brown Show. What's up? What's up? Yeah, you are late. That's okay. This was not scheduled. The next thing I have for you that notarial duties that notaries should be doing, but they are not, is administering oaths. How many of you have never administered an oath as a notary? I have been told, oh, that's old-fashioned. You don't have to do that anymore. Do you even know how to do an oath? Let me know. Are you doing oaths? Raise your hand. Right hand out there with your clients. Are you actually doing it? Your paper may say it. Your document may say it. But are you actually doing it? The yes or no. 1 for yes, 0 for no. You can be honest here because ain't nobody watching. Are you doing it? Melissa says yes with the hot pink hand. I'm loving that. Melissa says yes. She is doing the oaths. Very good. How about everybody else? Are you doing oaths? Melissa says yes, and Donna says yes. Hey, Donna. What's up, Melissa? Very good. We looks like, okay, blessed sister. Are you a notary? And do you know how to do the oath? Like, why aren't you doing oaths? You haven't had any jobs. You're new. So it looks like the majority of you are doing them, but I know for sure that most people are not, because anytime I even go to put my client under oath, they're like, no one's ever did that before. I've never seen that before. What are you doing? So you need to be putting your client under oath. And again, when you put them under oath, it's just simply saying that they're being truthful about the statement that they're signing or the statement that they're making in front of you, okay? And again, if you need more training on that, Notarize Like a Pro will get you straight. And that is 5 of them being sold tonight at $29.99. Coupon code is LIVE, L-I-V-E. Once those 5 are gone, that is it. Okay? Tamala says, I'm new. Just submitted an application, Virginia. Yes. Welcome, Tamala. Welcome. And you may want to check out my Start Your Notary book for your state, too. After you get your commission and everything, you want to learn how to actually do the business. That's a great place to start. The next thing that notaries should be doing, so we already talked about, you need to be verifying your ID of the client. You need to be administering oaths, okay, and affirmations, and you also need to be witnessing signatures. So that's, somebody may say, well, that's a given. You got to witness the signature. No, some documents need to be signed right in front of you. So if your client already signed the document, how do you handle that? How do you handle if they've already signed it and they should have waited for you? How do you do that? Because I don't believe in a whole lot of scratch out on documents. Matter of fact, signing companies now are telling you, don't be doing all them scratch outs on a document. That's the first thing we want to do, is just go scratching out everything and make it fit the way we want it to fit, the wording and stuff. No, we don't do that. Okay, don't just start scratching out these people's documents. That is not how this thing works. All right, Anthony Brown's show says, everyone, please click like. It helps to get more views. Yes, please. Thank you, Anthony Brown show. I appreciate it. If you could hit the like button, it'd be great. And so we want to make sure that we're witnessing our clients sign it in our presence. And that helps prevent fraud too. If someone brings you a document and it's already signed, that does not mean it's fraudulent, okay? That does not mean it's fraudulent. But when they bring it to me, it's already signed. I'm triple checking everything. I'm checking the signature against the ID. I'm checking the ID and the signature of the document against how they signed it in my journal, okay? So as many things that you want to be looking at when someone is bringing you a document that's already signed. Had you thought about it like that? Probably not, okay? So don't just say, oh, they signed it, so what? I just got to look at their ID. No, you need to make sure that signature, which is what witness signature is, make sure it's correct, okay? The next thing that all notaries should be doing as part of your duties, in some states don't say you even need one, is maintain a journal. I say that. I've been saying it since I've been on YouTube, since I've been a notary. You always must have a journal. Now, my state has finally got on board, and they say you have to have a journal. But even in Georgia, it's not a note. You don't have to have a journal for every transaction. Hey, Shebe. You have them re-sign. Yeah, be careful about, again, having them just re-sign a document and making it look ugly. I'll try to, if I can. Again, I'm checking how they sign my journal. I'm checking how they sign the ID. Okay, because we want to be cautious. Somebody put something earlier. I saw a document and it looks like they wanted to try to change the verbiage. We got to be careful about that. You don't have to change every document. And the more and more you do this, your confidence grows, your experience, and you learn your notarial duties, you'll realize, okay, let me back down. Okay, when you're all new and anxious and everything, you want to change everything and make sure it says this. Yeah, that's just not what you do, okay? Let's see. Melissa says, I have them show me how they sign on my date card. California Direct cannot be signed. Correct. Yep. A Direct should be signed in front of the client. In front of the notary, correct. And that's just about in all states too. But Melissa, right, California, my California people, we already know we got a thing going on. We always got something going on in Cali. So you want to make sure you have a journal, okay? I'm going to do a whole video on what should be in the journal coming up. But you want to make sure you have a journal, okay? And even if your state doesn't require it. So the other day we had a conversation in mentorship. And I was teaching something. And someone was like, and I know shade or whatever, shade. But, as you continue to do your notary business, what your state says is legal. And then what you actually learn, best practice, could actually be at odds. So, for example, in the state of Georgia, I wasn't required to keep a journal for all the time I've been a notary. Never been a requirement. So the state says you don't have to have a journal. You're good. You're golden. But I know best practice is to have a journal. Because if they call me an attorney, which has happened, I've been not summoned, but I've received letters from attorneys before. Hey, we need you to confirm that you were the notary on this particular signing, or we need you to confirm who were the witnesses at this signing. So it happens all the time. It could be 5 years later, and you need to pull that journal out. I got a stack in this drawer over here right now that you need to pull that journal out. So what my state says I can do, and what I know is best practice as a business owner and a great notary, are at odds. That's at odds. They say you can do this. I say you can do that. It's like a mother and a father. Good cop, bad cop. Right? Mom said, you ain't doing that. You crazy. Dad said, oh, let her go do it. Sound like I've been in that situation when I was little, huh? But the point is, as you continue to grow your business, though, some things that you learn in the way I teach, it's going to be different than what your state says you can do. Not in a bad way. You're going to always be doing more. So that's why sometimes I always say I do the most, but I'm making sure you're covered, okay? So for those of you who may be just joining us, I am running a special tonight on my Notarize Like a Pro. If you have not read about it, seen about it, whatever, check out the description over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. Only 5 today will be sold at $29.99, and once they are gone, they are gone. Coupon code is LIVE, L-I-V-E. And I'm selling 5 Notarize Like a Pro, which is included free in mentorship. So if you already in mentorship, you don't need it. But if you, because some people say, well, I don't want to do mentorship yet, and you're good. They want to just know how to notarize. So if you really want to know how to notarize, Notarize Like a Pro is on sale for 5 people only, $29.99. Coupon code again is LIVE, L-I-V-E. And the 5th thing that all notaries must do, and I'm going to go back and recap this. The 5th thing that all notaries must do as part of your notarial duties or your job is to affix the notary seal. Affix the notary seal, okay? The Anthony Brown Show says, hashtag do the most. Be extra, hashtag. I'd rather do more than less and end up in jail. Real talk, okay? So I always do the most, and so that's why I don't always get into chats and stuff, and you're gonna tell me what your state say or what another Facebook group said. I know when we first started mentorship, I had somebody, they always wanted to kind of tell me what they had learned in the Facebook group, and I'm like, several people. Well, I learned over here, or they want me to go over there. Kimmi, you should go over there and tell that Facebook group they're wrong. I'm not getting ready to do that. I don't even have time to be correcting people. If you want to learn the correct way, then you train with Notary Educators, right? Or you self-teach. Because your state handbook doesn't even give you everything you need. It doesn't. It doesn't teach you how to run a business. I always say that. But I teach you how to run a business and how to correctly do your documents, okay? So, when I get back to number 5, affixing your notary seal. That means putting the stamp on the paper. For those, that's a little fancy talk, so we're going to break it down. That means putting the stamp on the paper, okay? So you have to do that. I call it like peanut butter and jelly. You cannot sign and not stamp. They go together. Sign and stamp. If you signed the paper but you didn't stamp it, that paper is not notarized. If you stamped the paper and you didn't sign it, it's not notarized. So you got to sign and stamp, okay? And that seal or stamp is so important. The terms are interchangeable, seal and stamp. Okay? That means you're putting that notary stamp on the document. Okay? So I'm going to recap these and I'm going to take your questions and let's see what we're talking about tonight. So whatever questions you have, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the chat. I am live. This is not a recording. That way you know I'm live, okay? I'm here. So let's see. To recap your 5 notarial duties, part of them, this is not all of it, but it's to make sure you identify your client, you are administering oaths and affirmations, that you are witnessing their signature, that you are maintaining a notary journal, and that you are affixing the notary seal, stamping that document. If you don't stamp that document and sign it, because I've had plenty of people say, oh, I signed it, but I forgot to stamp it. It's good, right? No, and no. Okay? It all goes together. So all that being said, that's some of our notarial duties. That's just a piece of it, okay? So for those of you who are just joining us, don't forget I'm giving away 5 Notarize Like a Pros where you own the course for $29.99. Coupon code is LIVE, L-I-V-E. If you're listening live, you catch it later, however you get it. But once those 5 are gone, please don't email me because it's only 5 today, okay? And I'll probably be doing that going forward, maybe just a little special here and there, okay? So what questions do you all have tonight? And I know Good and Homes, you want to talk about pricing. What's your question about pricing? Because you are in the program, so I'm going to really recommend you do a deep dive into that course so it can teach you. Because what I give you here is just a snippet. So you want to know, you want to price like a pro. Anything we do over here is like do it like a pro. Pricing, okay? Providing your services like a pro. notarizing your documents like a pro. Anything you do here, I want you to do it like a pro. No questions tonight? Everybody's great? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what I'm seeing tonight? No questions? Because I won't keep you any longer than we have to. But if you got some questions, now's the time. I see we got some new people that joined us. Hey, I just joined. Hey, Corinthia. What's up? What's up? Yeah, you got any questions, Corinthia? While I am here in person, in the flesh. Any questions? What's up? And just so I can tell you about mentorship really quick. The mentorship program, if you do want mentorship, it includes all of the courses. All of the courses that we have on Notary Educators is included for $47 per month. You have access. You can cancel anytime. We do have the weekly meetings. So this week we are meeting on Wednesday, I think. It might be Tuesday. Can y'all tell me why I never know that? Because it changes. But it's on the website, NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. We are meeting on Wednesday this week. And Wednesday's topic is loan signing profile. So we're going to deep dive into profiles and see what should be on your loan signing profile. Why aren't you getting business? It could be the profile. That's where everything starts. People are looking at your profile, right? So check out NotaryEducatorsLLC.com for the most recent up-to-date schedule. All right. And then we'll get you into mentorship. And if you've missed anything, you can go back and catch all the replays from when the program started. You can start it whenever you want to start. You don't have to start just because you don't say rather, well, the program's already been going on, so I missed it. No, you start where you start. Okay. And then we all get on the same page eventually. Yep. Because we all have different journeys. So it's fine. You can start wherever you are. Melissa says, do you stamp your commission date or do you write it in? It depends on what the document is asking me for. And it is on my stamp, of course. But some documents ask you to write it. So if it does, we're going to write it. Yep. Corinthia says, I've been bringing your apostille videos. I just realized you were live. Oh, I've been binging your apostille videos. I just realized you were live. Oh, yeah, thank you. I actually have a new apostille course, Corinthia. Yep, I have a brand new apostille course, which is amazing. So if you like the videos, because I give you a lot there, but of course the course is more succinct and it takes you right through everything you need to know to get them apostilles done. That's a very lucrative part of the business. I shied away from them for years and started back in 23. Every year I was like, that's gonna be my goal this year. I got one right now I got to work on. They need a translation. It's a driver's license. So my client moved over to DR, Dominican Republic, and in order to not have to take a driving test over there, they're going to accept his driving record from the States. Yep. They're going to accept his driver's record from here. So he got his driver's record pulled. So that has to be translated into Spanish. And as soon as I get off of here, so I need to work on that. It needs to be translated into Spanish, and then he needs that apostille. So that's what I got to work on tonight. He brought it over earlier. So, yeah, so apostilles are very lucrative. So you do need to know how to do them. And you won't learn it all in one day, nor did I. Apostilles are not the easiest thing to do. That's why it costs a lot of money. Clients don't want to be bothered with it. So once you learn and master that one, that's a money maker right there. So yeah, keep watching them. And then you also, I do have my apostille course I just mentioned to Corinthia. It's also included in the mentorship program. Yep, I'm the only one offering that. You better know it. So my apostille course is included for the $47 per month, or you can buy it individually and own it using coupon code WIN2025. Now, the apostille course is not $29.99. The apostille course is, I think it's $77 as of today. But it's still 60% off the regular price. So that brought it down to like $77 for the apostille course. But you won't find it priced like that. Not with the value, you won't. So again, I'm always about the people. And I know I always win because I help everybody. Do you get burned sometimes when you help everybody? Yeah, you do. I've helped clients and I'm like, why I help that person out? They were so mean. Or they, they had money. I've talked to people on the phone and they cried a story like, oh, I don't have no money, or oh, whatever. And then I'm like, I get there, they got 4 Mercedes-Benz in the driveway. Maybe they really don't have no money, huh? Okay. And what else? The Anthony Brown show says. Oh, hold on one second. I think I skipped the question. Corinthia says, is it okay to handwrite your commission? Okay. Wait a minute. Did I get that question? Oh, y'all asking a similar question. Oh, hold on. So Corinthia's question is it okay to handwrite your commission expiration date if it is not showing on the notary block? I'm in Tennessee. Yes. Yes. And you do need to write that expiration date. Yes, you do. Yeah, and each state is different. Each state is different. So I updated the notary supply list at notaryeducatorsllc.com too. I updated the notary supply list because a lot of times people say, Kimmi, what do I buy? What do I need? So I updated that supply list. So now it's clickable links, clickable pictures, and it's really nice. So if you do need some notary supplies, check it out. I am an affiliate with Amazon, but you got to buy them anyway. And it's just a little something to say they thank me for referring you. So I created a nice list. And everything on the list, I always say, you don't have to buy it immediately. You don't have to buy it immediately, but eventually to have an effective notary business, you will need most of the things on that list I put, okay? The Anthony Brown show says, I gave someone your link a few weeks ago. They asked me to be their mentor, but I'm in Florida and they are in Georgia. So I appreciate the referral, Anthony Brown. I really do. So I teach all 50 states, though. So it doesn't matter where they're located. And I'm able to do that. And you should think about it, too, because all of their documents are not going to come from Florida. Do all of your documents, Anthony Brown, come from Florida? Do they all originate in Florida? Do they? And that's how you're able to notarize anything, okay? Once you learn how to do it properly. I even did a piece of toilet paper. I did it live here on YouTube. So check out the video. Shay Bay says, Michigan doesn't require a seal. And I called NNA. They told me that that was true. But I told them that a best practice I'm going to stamp across the board because it may be going out of state. Yes. And see, I love how you're thinking now, Shay Bay. I love how you're thinking. Shay Bay's in mentorship, and we just had a question the other day where we kind of talked up some things because our handbook said one thing and I said something different. Okay. Now you're thinking like a pro. Now you're thinking like a pro. If your state doesn't allow something and that document is going back to Florida and it's a requirement, you got a problem. That's why you need to notarize anything. Shay Bay, that was worth $1 million. If I had it, I'd give it to you. That's priceless. That you realize that, okay? Seriously, that's real talk. Now you're thinking like a pro, and that's why I push back. I know the other day you probably was like, well, dog, why don't she just tell me the answer? How did you feel the other day? You could be honest. I know you was talking about me, but now you see how you're thinking like a pro? Girl, you about to make me cry. Because that's what this mentorship program is all about. That's what it's all about. What just happened right here for you to type this in my comments. That's how I know, oh, something's clicking up there. Because the other day you was asking a different way. This is how I know Shay Bay got it, okay? Very good. And you don't want that document to be rejected. That's notary boss thinking right there. I love it. Girl, hugs. Melissa says, MD Mobile Notary. Okay. Corinthia says, same. I'm ready to dive into apostille biz. Yep. Lisa says, can't wait to master it. Yeah, and you won't be perfect. I say that even in the video. Okay? You are never going to be perfect at it. Apostilles is one of those things that it's like good googly moogly, you know? So anyway, I did a translation last night really quick. And I used, what's the company? Rapid Translation. I think it was Rapid. They got that thing back to me in an hour and a half. I was like, good night. Now, what I didn't like about them is they had a 500-word count. So where it quoted me as 2 pages, it ended up being 3. And I didn't like that. So they gave me a 20% discount on the 3rd page. So I was livid because I already priced the job. So that meant it cut into my profit. So if you're not doing translation services, check out my translation services course. Because that's a whole nother stream of income. And that's also included in mentorship too. Okay. Yes, I offer everything. I don't want you to try to learn everything in one day, because I did not. I've been doing this thing now for like almost 6 years. So, but now I do translation services. I wasn't offering that when I first started. I didn't know nothing about it. And one day, Alexis, our other trainer, and Angela, our previous trainer that was with us, they were talking about they each did a translation for a client. I was like, how y'all do a translation? And they explained it to me. I actually ended up getting one myself. I learned the process. So, I wrote a course about it. And that's a form of business. So, again, you ain't going to learn everything in one day, so don't try. But as you continue to master one thing, add another service. Master this, add another one. Master this, add another one. So right now, when my clients read my business card, they were like, you do a lot, huh? I'm like, I sure do. And trying to add to it every day. I still find things that I can do daily that I wasn't doing even 6 years ago. For example, I keep getting hits now or signing requests to do mystery shopping. I did mystery shopping in my early 20s, but I haven't did one in forever. So I am going to do one so I can take you guys live on a mystery shop. But yeah, those are coming out pretty frequently, mystery shopping. So I do whatever I can to get my money to match up the way it needs to. Melissa says, oh, for those of you just joining really quick, I'm just going to say it one more time. I got the 5 Notarized Like a Pros. I can't tell if they're selling or not because I'm live. And I got my phone cut off. But I have the 5 Notarized Like a Pro. If you're not in mentorship, you don't need to buy it. But if you want to wait on mentorship and you just want to start learning how to properly notarize, or you want to get a taste of how I teach, other than here on YouTube, what a course actually looks like, that would be a good time for you to check it out. So only 5 people are going to get that for $29.99. Coupon code is LIVE, L-I-V-E. And that's only for the Notarized Like a Pro. But everything else is 60% off. Coupon code WIN 2025. WIN 2025 for everything else today. All right. Melissa says, so Georgia doesn't allow you to verify identity from the phone. Are you doing that, Melissa? No, you need to have a driver's license, okay? In person. Give it to you. Touch it. I do fingerprints for field print at our business, and we are allowed to do it for that. So I'm not sure. I did for something I notarized as well. Yeah, I did an ink fingerprint job today, actually, and I have regular ID. So if your state is saying you could do something different, you can always do what your state says. We just talked about that. If your state allows you to take a telephone for ID, do it. No, my state does not say that you can. It doesn't say that you cannot either. So it's a lot of little wiggle room there. That's why I just said earlier, if you are experienced and you know what to do, what to look for, but you should be asking for ID, okay? No money, all bills. Melissa. And Corinthia says, does the Notary Educators Mentorship have access to the apostille couriers across the country? No, I do not have a list that I sell you of couriers across the country. How you can get assistance with your couriers is we have a Facebook group that has 10,000 members, also Notary Educators. That's completely free to join. The mentorship program, there are people that wouldn't mind serving as a courier for you. Okay, so no, not for $47. No, I don't have a whole list for that, but I can definitely make it happen, and you can too. I teach you how to make it happen, so I don't have a whole list of people that you can call and say, hey, I need you to be a courier. But like I said, I got 10,000 in the Facebook group, and we got our actual mentorship program. So somebody would love to be a courier for you. And then what I do sometimes for a courier service, actually, because I'm a part of another Facebook group that I paid money for, and then in that group I find couriers that way, because I know that they've had similar they have a similar work ethic like I do, because I don't trust everybody with my documents, nor should you. So if I needed a courier, though, what I would do is go to the Secretary of State first and find out where I need a courier. This is just another side tip. This is how you become a business pro, is I'll go to, like, say, for example, I need one in, just say Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, so I can take it down there for you. But if you didn't call me, I would Google who's near that area where the Secretary of State is, look at their reviews, make sure they know what they're doing. and then see how can I ship them the documents. So that's how that would work. So I don't have access to an apostille courier list for you. And yeah, I don't. Welcome everybody. I see we got some new people. Feel free to drop your questions. I'll hang on a few more minutes. Anthony Brown Show says, I sent them to you because I don't know Georgia law or procedures. Oh, no, I appreciate it too. I really do. I can show them the basics, but for detailed training, I sent them to another Georgia Peach. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't mind. Hey, Lori W., what's up? Lori's in mentorship. Thank you. She said this is fantastic. Shay Bay says mentorship is great. Thank you, ladies. We do have some guys now. We got some guys too, but everybody, and the guys have been amazing too. So thank you all. I appreciate the kudos. And you guys are doing amazing yourselves because you have to do the work, you know? You have to do the work. And for me to even hear what Shebe said earlier, I'm just like, that brought me so much pride because that was just a conversation we had the other night. And remember I told you, Shebe, that sometimes your state is going to conflict with what you know to be right and what you know you should do as a notary, right? As you continue to grow in this business. So I love when you said your comment earlier. Lori W says, yepper. Thank you. I appreciate it. So any other comments right quick? Because I will be heading out. I just wanted to hop on and go over these 5 different duties that all notaries should be performing. And I know for a fact, I know y'all said y'all doing oaths, but I know for a fact y'all not. I do. So I need you to start doing them, okay? And it's not old-fashioned. It ain't just something they put on the paper. No, they actually want you to put that client under oath if it's there. So we did have a couple more people just join. I'm going to hang out 2 more minutes. I'll stay till 40. So we have 4 minutes. Anything else before I go? Anything else? All right? And just for the last time, for those, somebody might need to hear it. 5 Notarize Like a Pros are on sale tonight for $29.99. Whenever you watch this, and coupon code is LIVE, L-I-V-E, if you don't want mentorship. And that's cool too, okay? Anything else? Going once? Going twice? I remember covering all bases. Yes, cover all bases. Yes. Want to make sure we cover all our bases. Yes. M. Lou says, I just got my notary stamp for, M. Lou says, I just got my notary stamp for Georgia, trying to start business soon. Great. Congratulations. Yeah, you won't regret it. I'll say you won't regret it because being a notary changed my life. And I love being a notary. And that's the other thing I want you to learn. If you don't love it, you're just doing it because you know you can make some money, people will know it. So try to learn to love the business, you know, and some stuff you either like it or you don't. If you don't like it, that's why I would say take some time, play around with my channel, look at some videos. Do you want to go in people's houses? Do you mind dogs? Do you mind cats? Do you want to be bothered with 200 pieces of paper? Do you want to get a printer? You know, do you want to do all these things? And if you don't, you might want to think about it. But if you don't mind and you about your business, come on, join us. Corinthia says, I do oaths at the beginning of loan signings. One of the witnesses was a notary. He told me that he must be new because he never did it. I told you. I already know 90% of notaries are not doing it. They don't even know what the word means, okay? And I want you to know. You got to know. You got to be a notary pro to hang out over here. M. Lou says, can I use business banking and get loans and have them approve that as good business they want fair lending to? Can I use business banking and get loans and have them approve that as a good business they want fair lending to? I'm not quite understanding the whole question, but I don't even believe in a lot of business credit and all that. I don't. Business banking account is fine. You need that. But all these loans I hear people taking out, I'm going to buy a car into my LLC. I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy. No, I don't do all that. I cash flow my business. I always have. So what I did when I got started, because I needed a printer. At the time I wasn't working because I got my printer. It was right during COVID. And that printer was $600. And I told my husband, I said, I don't want this printer. It's $600 because everybody was talking about the printer. I think it was $350 for the printer and then the second tray. So everything was about $6 when we got finished. And I told him, I said, I don't want to get this printer. But at the time on YouTube, everybody was saying, you got to get this printer. So I ended up taking my general notary money is what I did. And this is what I recommend people do. I have not changed. I don't change too much. And I don't mind change. I'm not that person either. I don't mind change. I flip like this. But when it comes to certain principles and stuff, so I'm not big on credit card debt. Back in my early days, I was the queen of, hey, get a pack of gum. I'm using my credit card. This is not that channel, but I would be less than transparent if I didn't tell you the truth, okay? So all these people telling you to buy your car in your LLC and you could get a house in your LLC and all this, that's still debt that you're responsible for paying, okay? So I don't roll like that. I'm not going to tell you to do it. If you need a printer, you can't afford it, I'm going to tell you to go do some general notary work. I'm going to tell you to save some of your money from your W-2 job and save up and get it. Get you a smaller printer, get you a single tray so you can buy the dual tray. I don't believe in a lot of debt. I just don't. I did that. I've had my day, and you're going to have yours, and you may feel different about it. Go ahead and do it, but I don't recommend it. Do I recommend a business banking account? Yes. Do you need to have an EIN, LLC, and all that? Yep. And I have a link over at Notary Educators under free resources for you to get your EIN number, because I've been hearing people say they paying for EIN numbers. You don't have to pay for that. Just go right over to the website, notaryeducatorsllc.com. I have a link under free resources for the EIN number. I have a link for you to learn about the LLC before you start spending a lot of money on those. So take advantage of the free resources. There's also a little quick guide there how to get started in the business. So check out some of the free resources also to get your business started if you're brand new here. I was just getting ready to look at that. So yeah, just go and sign up for the emails. So now I'm doing not just random emails, but now I'm actually doing a newsletter. So sign up for the newsletter. It's called Notary Biz Newsletter, B-I-Z. I love it. So sign up for that. So you can get the newsletters, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna start sending out newsletters. So I'm excited about that. So it's a lot of different things that we're doing a little bit different. And so the newsletters probably will be twice a week newsletters. I was thinking 3, but I think 3 is a lot. I don't want to inundate you with information or emails. So I'm thinking probably 2 a week. We started a blog. There's some things going on with Notary Educators for 2025. We started a blog. So that's actually, let me see what the blog results are. But we started a blog now. So you can read information if you want to. Some people like reading. So that's something else. But back to the topic at hand really quick though. So I don't believe in a lot of business credit, but I do believe in saving for what you need and then go next level. So that might mean this month I'm buying my printer. Next month I'm buying ... Next month I'm buying, so just take your time when you are doing your business, okay? Don't try to buy everything in one day and just go out charging all this stuff, and then you may not even like the business. You may say, I don't want to be a notary. I ain't going to nobody's house. I don't want to print nothing. And then you end up on Facebook trying to sell your printer that you bought for $600 for $200. Okay, we got a few new people, and I hate leaving when we have new people sign on. So y'all got a couple of minutes. I hate leaving when it's new people. Lori's telling her, hey, let's see. Corinthia says, these are small business grants too that you don't have to pay back. Yeah, if you want to do all that, Corinthia, you can. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you like this, and it's nothing wrong with getting free money. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you get so inundated and trying to get what you can get for free, you never move forward and make no money. I mean, I've seen it all. So I'm not anti-grant. I ain't saying don't do it. I know that's a whole thing too. If you can get you a grant, you can write a proposal and you can write an article, whatever, and get one, great. But I'm not spending 2 or 3 years trying to get grants and all this and all that, trying to get on a hustle to get that grant money when I need to be building my business. I'm a little old-fashioned in some stuff. I am. I know that. Sometimes I hear myself talking, I'm like, girl, did you just say that? But, again, and really quick, we had a situation recently too. that someone was trying to pay for an ad. Actually, I had somebody reach out to me today. Let me use that. I had somebody reach out to me in my what is it? Facebook? When they DM you, I guess. I don't know. DM and Facebook. So anyway, they were like, hey, we would love to have you come and speak at our next seminar that we're having in Florida. So I'm reading it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, who is this? I've spoken on other platforms before. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. Maybe. I'm not quick to hop in bed with people when it comes to other collabs and all that kind of stuff. I'm very picky about who I associate with. In my regular life, my business life, I'm even more picky, okay? I'm very picky in my personal life. I don't just hang out with everybody, nor should you. A lot of people sitting up in jail because they was with the wrong people. So I'm very picky who I hang out with. And even with my business name, Notary Life with Kimmi, Notary Educators, all of that. I don't just hang out with everybody. And some people think, oh, who you think you are? It's not that, but I just choose to make different choices. And everybody get the right to choose, right? So somebody reached out to me earlier in my DMs and they were like, hey, we hosting this thing in Florida. We want to know, will you come and speak? And you can invite your family members and we're going to collect, everybody else will be on Zoom or something like that, right? And I'm reading. I didn't even tell Jeffrey about it yet. I forgot till I was just talking about this. And I'm looking at it and I said, okay, sounded good. And I Googled that company that reached out. And I said, they got a 1 star. On one of their reviews, it was a 1. Another review was like a 3 point something. I'm not doing no business with them. I don't know if it was free for me to come and speak or whatever, but I'm not doing any business with them. Now, that's going to take me back to my other thing. Somebody reached out to somebody and they said, hey, we want to advertise your business for you, right? There's only 1 space left, but you got to pay for it. No, I'm not doing that. No, there are no shortcuts. Okay, there are no shortcuts. You have to get out there and do the work. There are no shortcuts. You can't pay your way to the top. There are no shortcuts. They're not. Can you pay for a few things like Google Ads? Yes. But these people calling you out the blue, we want to advertise your business to give you the #1 slot on Google, #1 notary space in your area, Yelp and all of them. No. Get out there and meet people. Get out there, take your business cards. Get out there and pound the pavement until you get the referrals that you're looking for. Tell everybody you're a notary. Have your business cards. Have your magnets. Have your shirts. Provide good service. Answer your phone. Answer your phone with a smile. Answer every telephone call. That's how you grow a notary business. That's how you grow a notary business. So, like I said, I'm not anti-grant. Get it if you can get it. But I'm not taking a whole lot of time trying to get a grant when I need to be doing my business cards and get out there and talk to people. You know, and then again, no offense if that's what you want to do. But I see it all day long. I talk to people all day. Well, I'm going to get this grant. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And when I get it, girl, you may get it. You may not. How many other people want it? And a lot of people don't take time like me. See, you might can get my grant that I'm supposed to be getting. Because I'm not doing that. I'd rather get my money and, then I'm going to save my money and I'm going to buy what I need. God bless the child that's got his own. Now, if you can get some money from somewhere, go get it. But again, just be cautious and make sure it's not something that's taking you away from your ultimate goal. Just another thing to stall. I did a video at the beginning of the year. We did something, no more excuses. Just make sure it's not something that's keeping you stuck. Well, once I get this grant, I'll go get my printer. Once I get this grant, I'll go do such and such. I just want to make sure we're in constant movement. If I can apply for the grant and go stamp a paper and get my money, I'm doing it. So that's a little word of caution I will add there, okay? And I think it would be less than disingenuous for me to, if I use that word correctly, for me not to warn you and other people too, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there. Get this grant. It was a whole situation at one time. It was all about grants and business credit. You won't find one video on my channel about you should go get business credit. Never going to tell you to do something I don't do. Do I need a virtual address because I don't want to use my own? Mama AV. Hey, no, you do not. So with the virtual address, you have to be careful because Google will not let you use it. They will not. And when you go to do your Google My Business profile, you don't have to use your home address. You don't. I got to get ready to go. You don't have to use your home address, okay? I'm starting a newsletter for our business too. It's info for notaries and clients, do's and don'ts. Cool. Yep. Very cool. Melissa at Melissa. That's a cool idea. And what's the name of the Facebook group again? Notary Educators. Everything is Notary Educators. I even changed the name of this channel. It's Notary Educators with Kimmi. It used to be called Notary Life with Kimmi. So it's Notary Educators with Kimmi. All right. Anthony Brown says you can use a virtual address, but if you're not mobile, an address is not required. Yeah, that's what I just said. Laura's like, amen. Good company. Yep. Lisa says, yep, get on my nerves. Yeah, if you ever do anything with Yelp, they're going to hound you forever. J. Anthony Brown says, I hate Yelp. I had a few reviews there, but when they reached out to me to purchase ads with them, I refused, deleted my reviews. Yeah. Yeah. And last question we'll get for tonight is Mama AV. AEV, should I get a website? Yes, you do need a website. Do you need it immediately to get started? No. But eventually you will want to have a website. When you're looking up a company, do you go to their website? Do you go to their website? Now, that's something I changed on maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Because I used to say you don't have to have one, which you still don't have to. But I highly recommend it after you make a little money, because websites cost money. You can get a free one through Google. They got Google Sites is free. I think Square might have something for free. Maybe Square. So you can get some for free. But yeah, you definitely need a website. Okay. And we are building websites, just in case you did not know. At Notary Educators, go under the website, and we have packages that include your website plus marketing. So we actually will build it out for you. You give us your colors. We have a little intake sheet. You fill it out, and we will build your website for you. We use GoDaddy because we want you to be able to manage it on your own without having to pay somebody every time you want to make a change to it, and they will walk you through it. And it's a very simple way to get started. You can build it yourself there too at GoDaddy, okay? Corinthian says, Yelp is good for getting your business showing on Apple Maps, though. Yeah, again, if you want to do Yelp, just be cautious. Be cautious that they will keep hounding you. They will keep hounding you. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. On behalf of Notary Educators with Kimmi, we are so pleased that you chose us to spend a little time with and to be a part of your notary journey. All things notary, check out NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. All right, guys. Until later. Bye, and much success to you and yours.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit NotaryEducatorsLLC.com.